Say two. My name is Mazi Iyke. I hail from Newi. Newi is in Newi province of Biafra land. Welcome to another live broadcast today, the 9th day of March 2021. We're broadcasting live from New York City under the auspices of our mother station, Radio Biafra, London, under the leadership of Mazi Iyke. But before we proceed, we have to customarily pray. We'll call on our leader, Mazi Iyke, to lead us in prayer. Let us pray.
Without whom we cannot function, and unto him we give every honor and every adoration wherever you are. I will ask you, if you are in the spirit, to remain so. If you are outside the spirit, we ask you to come into it. Because what we are preaching from here is a gospel of redemption, as directed by Chukwuka himself in heaven. And this very gospel, we must preach it. Therefore, we must pray. We give thanks unto thee, O Elohim, for there is none like thee. There can never be any like thee. You are the beginning and the end. You are the Alpha and the Omega. Our lives are in the palm of your hands. We commit all that we are unto thee. We have come as the ancients did before us, as our ancestors did before we came, to offer praise and adoration unto your holy name and no other. For we do not worship any idol. We do not worship anything born of a human being. We do not worship anything carved out of a tree. We do not bow down before anything molded with the hands of men. It's only thee that we worship. That is why we have come this very evening on this hallowed platform that you yourself created, to offer you unadulterated praise and to hand over to thee all that we can ever become, because Biafra is yours. This very family of IPOB, you molded yourself. You decreed that IPOB must come, and now that we have come, that we may worship thee, O Elohim, please accept our offering of praise and sacrifice unto your holy name, because there is no other like thee. We will continue to adore thee. We will continue to worship thee. And as I said before, and I will reiterate, as we pray unto thee, that Biafra is your possession, we will sacrifice Biafra unto thee, that you may guide us in all that we do. It's only you that sees the hearts of men. If there is anything that we are hiding, if there is anything that we have concealed from our people, oh Elohim, you will judge us very harshly. But if our hands are clean, our hearts very pure, you will bless IPOB, and you will bless me, and you will bless my family, because it's a promise from you. All our hope and our trust is upon thee. May your name be glorified. May you be exalted. May you, O Elohim, be praised. Now and forevermore we pray. Ise, Ise, Ise.
There is a nation in the east, the people have the rising sun, so blessed and danced. People rich with culture, people rich with history, people so industrious, Umuchuku Kanibu, we are hated for who we are, for where we come from. I pray I will understand. We are fighting for our freedom. We are fighting for everyone. We are fighting just cause. We are fighting for the land. There is a country in the east, the people have the rising sun, so blessed and danced. People rich with culture, people rich with history, people so industrious, so industrious. Umuchuku kanibu, we are hated for who we are, for where we come from. I pray that you'll understand. We are fighting our freedom. We are fighting for everyone. We are fighting our just cause. We are fighting for that land. We are hated for who we are, for where we come from. I pray that we'll understand. We are fighting for our freedom. We are fighting, so I know that someday we will find one day. Freedom is on the last stand for that land.
Rise, Africans! Biafra has risen! The land of a rising sun! Forward forever for a better change!
I sing a song about the Biafra land. The war we are fighting is getting to an end. If we fail our chances, we can't escape our sufferings. IPOB members must fight this war to an end. Go and tell all Biafrans in our land. Tell brothers and sisters if they see us or not. If we fail our chances, we can't escape our sufferings. IPOB members must fight this war to an end. Go and tell all Biafrans in our land. So we are struggling and fighting for our rights. This time we are moving, we try to run. If we fail our chances, we can't escape our sufferings. IPOB members must fight this war to an end. Go and tell all Biafrans in our land. Tell Southeast and South if they see us or not. If we fail our chances, we can't escape our sufferings. IPOB members must fight this war to an end. Go and tell all Biafrans in our land. We are sure, we are sure, we are sure we win the war. We are sure, we are sure, we are sure we won the battle. We are crusaders, fighters from our Biafra nation. We are happy, we have won. We are crusaders, fighters from our Biafra nation. We are happy, we have won. We are combatant soldiers from our tribe. We have won. We are happy, we have won. We are happy, we have won.
The day Biafra will come, there be no place for evil men. The day Biafra will come, all evil men will run away. All you evil governors, all you bad politicians, listen to my voice. Biafra is coming very soon. Are you heartbroken?
Na kọwakwara ndị ya sị ha ihe Mazi Iyke mere mgbe mbụ tinye anyị na ome anyị nọ n'ime ya n'ụbọchị nketa ọkwa ihe unu na-eme kedu ụzọ nwanne Nnamdi Kanu si na-eme ya na-emeju ya unu kọwara m ka m ghọta na m sị ma unu arụghị ogbe nke abụọ gafere River Niger na unu ga-arụ okporo ụzọ unu ga-emezi ebe niile ebe ụmụaka na-agụ akwụkwọ ọ ga-emezi emezi ọma mma ụlọ ọgwụ a ga-arụzi ya arụzi a ga-enwe ọkụ mmiri ga na-agba ọ ga-adịrị onye ihu na mma dịrị onye azụ na mma kedu ụzọ m si mejọ ndị dị etu a asị m n'ụzọ nsi na-eme ya na ọ dịghị mma njọ ha sị mbụ ngwa agha onye mgbara egbe onye mgburu mma onye mgbara ụta akwa sọsọ ozi ọma Chineke si mgbasa n'igwe okwu ka m na-agbasa kezie ka o si metụta unu. Ọ bụ gịnị mere unu a na-asị ka akpọta Nnamdi Kanu ka egbuo ya ọha na eze na ndị gọvanọ? Ọkwa na gịnị mere ndị herdsmen na-egbusi ndị mmadụ n'ugwu Awụsa ndị gọvanọ ha n'ugwu Awụsa kpọbe ka abịa gbusie ha? Inu anunugo na onwe onye na-achị ugwu Awụsa gọvanọ pụtara sị ka egbusie ndị herdsmen. Unu anunugo na onwe onye Yoruba pụtara na sị ka egbusie ndị OPC. Ọgwụ na sọsọ ndị Igbo n'ihi na unu na-agbalịkalịka ka unu ga-agbara ndị Fulani odibo. Onye pụta sị ka agbara Fulani odibo. Onye nsị na mụ abụọ Nnamdi Kanu aga m agbara Fulani odibo. Ha nwere ha kwesịrị gbara mụ odibo. Ọ ihe na-esere mụ na ha gaa n'ugwu Awụsa ndị ha na-akpọrọ isi n'ala na-ajụ ha unu n'ebe a Nnamdi Kanu ọ pụtakwa n'ụbọchị one unu hapịa ọ na-akpagharị ebe niile ego na-enye ga-enyekwa ya ọzọ. Onye ahụ otiri mkpu bịa ọ gaa na BBC Igbo na-akọrọ ha aka m esokwa ya aka gị ọkwa ọgwụ ogonwa wee onye isi nche na steeti gị. Ị ga-agwa m na onwe ka ndị agha obodo ekwensu bụ zoo Naijiria ga-esi malite na-akpa mkpamkpa n'obodo gị ịmaghị ihe gbasara ya? Ngwongwo niile esi be mburu akwa ebe ka esi ikpeazụ ka ebugara na gọọmenti house n'ezi nna m ha na-ekiri na-amụ amụ ohe were ụmụnne ha na-eresi ndị Fulani chee na ndị Fulani ga-ahụ ha n'anya wee na-ajụ na-asị gị na-eme na ọha na eze n'ụbọchị nketa. Akwa ofu Jubril a ha na-agbara odibo ha na-achụrụ efi akwa ofu Jubril a bịara ugbu a bịa tisa ọha na eze tiwa ya ụzọ abụọ. Ịhụnanya ya
o nwere otu ọ ga-abụ ma gị ma ha nwere ike bịakọta ọnụ ka akpa ihe ọfụma nwee nkwekọrịta otu a ga-esi gaa n'ihu?
We are not like other people, because as I once reminded you before we came, there was nobody like us. Now that we are here, they pretend, they copy, they emulate, they fabricate falsehood, but they can never be like us. Long after we are gone, they will wish we lived forever. IPOB is very special, exceptionally special, the largest mass movement in the whole world bar none. And we did it because Chukwokika Abiyama is with us. We did it because Chukwokika Abiyama created IPOB himself. And we are here to pilot its affairs. We will not prevaricate. We will not stop. We will not slumber until Biafra is fully restored to its former glory. Anybody in doubt as to our resilience and our determination to restore Biafra is not only mistaken, not only misguided, but needs to see a psychiatrist, because we are not stopping. I am on Nnamdi Kanu and I don't stop until I get what I want.
All right, we can never stop and nobody can stop us, because we know what we want and we've not gotten what we want, and until we get what we want, that's when we're going to stop. You can talk, you can rabble-rouse all you want, you can go right and go to BBC and open your dirty mouth and say what you don't know about. We don't give a hoot. That is because there's no doubt anything. Yesterday I came up something, had to do related to what our leader had said earlier, told us in the past broadcast. By the way, I thought I was going to air repeat broadcast this morning. Unfortunately, I couldn't find it. I recorded it yesterday, but for one reason or another, it disappeared in my file. But however, another day is another day. Today we're going to talk about something that I saw in JNJ Media TV, and we're talking about our women. We are being raped by hoodlums sent in by Iyke. Wow, I don't want to talk about it, but I listened to it yesterday. It was so sad, very, very sad. So I need to listen part of it. We're going to listen to it and then see what we can make out of this. This is unfortunate, very, very unfortunate, really. Our leader had said something earlier on the past broadcast about this, our women, our girls, our young kids. Oh, boy, people like me, when I listen to this, it's like I was all in tears, and I'm saying to myself, I have 5 gorgeous, beautiful daughters, beautiful ones, and I can't imagine anybody doing this to any of them. That's terrible. Not just my children, but any child, any girl out there. especially the one that even confessed that she's not sexually active, she was still a virgin and everything. And these people just, I don't know. Let's listen to these people, this man, because it's so sad what I heard yesterday.
Social media handle. This afternoon, we will be looking at the Obigbo issue that has been happening for a very long time. But today we have a man who has been in the epic center of the activities that has been happening in Obigbo. I have with me here this evening Mr. or say Chief Emeka Umabalasi, who is the board chairman, International Society for Civil Liberty and Rule of Law. Emeka is based in Onitsha and has been in the heart of many things happening in terms of trying to find out the real thing happening at the ground zero. I have the pleasure to bring Emeka Umabalasi here. Emeka, if you can kindly unmute yourself, and we welcome you to this evening conversation. My brother, you're welcome.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you, all listeners. Thank you very much.
Okay, so having Emeka here, Emeka, you recently released a report where you said that the number of defenseless Obigbo residents were abducted and that they disappeared for 4 months. And these abductions happened by the Nigerian army. And you raised an alarm that between 550 to 600 individuals were taken from Obigbo. Now, and since the incident of Obigbo, there has never been anyone who has been in a position to tell us what actually happened in Obigbo. May we have that clarity from you, Emeka?
Thank you very much. You are absolutely correct. The Obigbo incident was very, very tragic. It happened around October 2020, when the Nigerian army said that it was moving into Obigbo to fish out criminal citizens following the countrywide NSAS protests that led to killing of hundreds of citizens, including dozens of policemen and soldiers. It was in the same NSAS protest that later turned into violence, that not less than 320 defenseless citizens were killed across the country, with Lagos recording more than 70, and so on and so forth. So Obigbo was inclusive in the protest. But the governor of the state, Mazi Iyke, for reasons best known to him, took the matter personal and went to the extent of inciting the residents of Obigbo against the Nigerian security agencies, particularly the Nigerian army. And along the line, he imposed a curfew and invited the army, and the army in their usual manner, not knowing to Nigerians, most Nigerians went into a world grade invasion of Obigbo. And it was during that invasion that dozens were killed, dozens wounded, and hundreds abducted. So we came in and x-rayed the situation and issued a statement projecting that over 400 from various information gathered, both what we call open source and closed source information that we have verified and found credible. Based on those such pieces of information, we were able to project that 400 residents or defenseless residents of Obigbo or more, must have been abducted by Nigerian army and taken to secret detention or dungeons in northern Nigeria. And that is the situation today, as we speak, we have been able to trace not only intersociety in conjunction with other groups, including and individuals, including Barrister Richard Okorafor, have been able to trace or establish that not less than they have been able to trace 419 names. So you can now see that we are correct after all. So a few days ago, we did a review, because in social science investigation or research, it is allowed. It's a standard.
Sorry, may I interject here? 419 names of
the abductees, the people abducted from Obigbo. 419 names as we speak have been traced. And out of these 419 names, 208 have been freed. Do you understand? Remaining 211. Yes. I just got information now, that 30 of the 53 Obigbo women among them, young women among them, have just been freed. That is information I got about a minute ago. And the effort has been made to free, I think that should be 33 others, because they were 53 in number located. So that is the situation. So we did a review, and we reviewed this thing upwards, and they place it within the confines of 550 and possibly 600 names in total at the end of the day. This is because unknown to us, more people were being located. And just last week, Friday, the Nigerian police, for the first time, nobody knew that they were holding some people. Although I understand that those abductees must have been transferred to them belatedly by the Nigerian army. So they brought out 22 fresh names, fresh persons, and they arraigned them, and they were granted bail. Now, again, the DSS, on Monday this week, brought out the 53 women, because, before now we have exposed the DSS and accused them of holding 53 young Obigbo women, who were abducted from Obigbo. So just like this week, Monday, they brought them out and arraigned them. They brought them out shackled and arraigned them in court, and they were granted bail. Then on the process again, it was discovered that there were 26 other names that nobody is aware of, that are still being detained or held by DSS, making the total I think 26 plus 53 is how many? Is 79, if I'm not mistaken. And among those 79, 53 are women, 26 are men. So that is the situation. I see that is not enough. Another discovery was made in faraway Suleja stroke Bida Aziz in Niger State, of the captivity of 100 and the fresh names totaling 110. Those ones are still there. They were abducted. And these are
related to Obigbo.
Obigbo. All these people are Obigbo abductees. We got, it's a through high wired information, contacts and what have you. For instance, in that, the latest, the one I'm telling you now, we got to know of it through one guy who is 23 years, who went missing on 28 October at Imo River. So the guy happens to be a conductor. So the family gave us information, located inter-society, and gave inter-society information. Evis Ngozi Chibo is the name. And they told us how the guy went missing, how the guy was abducted. He was abducted alongside others while they were heading to Port Harcourt in a commercial vehicle where he was serving as a conductor. So from there to 144 Battalion, Asa, from there to Bori Camping, that is 6th Division in Port Harcourt, from there no more. He disappeared alongside others, and the family took the courage, and they went to the extent of contacting an army officer who, helped them, assisted them. And lately, the army officer informed them that, he's an army officer of Northern Extraction, So he was there. He was one of those guiding them when they were brought to 6th Division. So he told them that he has succeeded in locating the guy to an army base. That's how he put it. To an army base located between Kuje and the Niger. Kuje and Niger State. That's how he put it. So, and then, then I relayed information to Barrister and then others who are assisting, and behold, it was discovered that the same guy we are talking about, in alongside 109 others, are presently held captive in an army base, that is Nigerian Army Commando base, located between Suleja and Bida in Niger State. And of course, I'm sure you know that Niger State has the largest landmass in Nigeria. The landmass of Niger State is a kind of almost roughly 3 times that of the entire Southeast put together. 3 times the landmass of Southeast. So you can imagine that is where 110 of our people, of our defenseless residents of Obigbo, have been held captive for more than 4 months. So that is the summary of the situation.
Now, to make sense out of the narration that you've given, you know, in essence, we have a space where something happened in Rivers State, and these people were arrested in Rivers. No crime known, you know, like you said, that conductor, they were on their way somewhere in a van, and he got abducted, taken to Niger State. When in Niger State, they were kept in army detention, not even the police, right? They were kept in army detention. Okay.
Abducted by army and held captive by army.
Okay.
That is the correct.
Were there, you know, were there documentations, were there efforts, were those people allowed to contact their families?
That is exactly the point. You know, when we use the word, you know, any reasonable and well-grounded human rights crusader or activist must first of all have legal knowledge of the situation on the ground. When we say abduction, it now boils down to the question you just asked. Abduction by who? By Nigerian Army. Under the existing laws of the country, Nigerian Army lacks power to arrest, detain, investigate, and prosecute citizens or civilians who are not subject to the Armed Forces Act of 2004. The Federal High Court recently gave a validation to that effect in a landmark ruling that took place sometime in last month in February. So that's the word. And another aspect of it is that we have just captured it. Thank you very much for that, your wonderful observation. You cannot, when you abduct, when you said you are arresting somebody, and let me use the word, or not conceding to that fact, let me use the word arrest in quote. You arrest somebody, you excommunicate the person for his family, you do not, you fail to allow the person access to his family, to his physicians, to his lawyers, to anything that has to do with his family and the beloved ones. You did not, put the arrest, the arrest in quote, to public knowledge. Another, for instance, when they were abducted, they were first taken to 6th Division at night. From there, they moved them to Obinze the same night. The next day, they saw themselves at Obigbo in Owerri. Then they kept them there. In the night again, they start moving them with the same vehicle they were brought to Obinze. The next morning, they saw themselves at Mogadishu barracks in Abuja, and so on and so forth. So you find out that that kind of thing cannot be called validly called arrest, even if it was conducted by the Nigerian Police Force or DSS, not to talk of when it was perpetrated by Nigerian Army. That is the position of the law.
Well, I mean, listening to the things you've just said, and I keep asking myself, since this incident, because Obigbo, obviously this incident happened, or rather started October 2020. Since Inter-Society, which you are the board chairman, got involved in this, have you been able to extract any more information directly from the police or the Nigerian Army?
Well, the information we have is that there is no need of wasting your time extracting information from an securitization agency of the government that is not directly responsible for the incident or the atrocity conduct we are under complaint. We did a very thorough investigation on Obigbo. The computation of that report is still ongoing by Inter-Society. By the way, the Obigbo we are talking about, what happened that Obigbo wasn't restricted to Obigbo. It can properly be described as mob action, and it was widespread across the country. Now, coming to your question, there is no all effort to get the army speak failed woefully. But the only thing is that you must know that facts are sacred. If a professor is expert in speaking grammar, you can only slap and quieten that professor with statistics and facts. So also the agencies of government. But since we have been able to do our thorough independent investigation, irrefutable and irrebuttable, the Nigerian Army has run away from speaking on that particular issue. And by the way, it may interest you to know that all the abductions that took place in Obigbo were perpetrated by Nigerian Army. The Nigerian Army solely abducted those people and solely took them to where they are presently being detained. And that is the situation. And this way, our information was also collaborated by interviews conducted from the received from some of the freed victims. For instance, we didn't know that women, the women up to 50 were among those that were abducted. We didn't know. It was in the course of our interview with two young ladies that were freed in January, that they told us that in that female guard room at Mogadishu Barrack, they saw another set of Obigbo women numbering over 50. That's how they put it. And so on and so forth, even the cause of raping them, that all of them were in the same guard room and what have you. So it was from that information that we now put and spread our tentacles, and behold, through the
May I interject at this point? Let me stay with the women you've mentioned, about 53 of them. You just quickly said here that the information you had was that these women were abducted from Obigbo and they were raped. Did I hear you say that?
I think we should have allowed me to land in. I know.
Okay, please go ahead. I mean,
so you can just note it down. So when I must have landed, you can come back with the question, no problem. So as I was saying, so those two ladies were interviewed, and they told us shockingly that, look, Oga, we are not the only female there. In fact, in the course of finding ourselves in the female guard room at Mogadishu Barracks, that we came across, we discovered that there were 50 Obigbo women that were, detained, abducted and detained with us. That's this thing. We said, is that so? They said, yes. So after the interview with the ladies, we now spread our tentacles. And behold, the names were located So by the time we intervene, because those women were freed in January, the two ladies were freed in January, and we interviewed them in February, on February 8th. So from that February 8th, we got information, that type of shocking information from them. We now decided to make more inquiries. And in the course of inquiries, we discovered that true, that those women have been in the captive of Nigerian security forces, and presently they are being detained by the DSS. And when we did further investigation, we found out that they were detained severally by the army before being handed over to the DSS. And we, of course, we swung into action and got their names. And we released a statement accusing the DSS of holding 53 young Obigbo women. And up to today, some media guys went to DSS spokesman, that half one or something, Peter somebody, Dr. Peter somebody. And I said the guy declined. He didn't make any comment on that. Do you understand? So, and if as we speak now, my brother Tochukwu, I can confirm to you authoritatively that not only that those women were arraigned on Monday by the same DSS, and they were granted bail leniently, but also as we speak, in fact, your medium is the first to break this news. As we speak, not less than 5 minutes ago, 30 of them have been freed, and efforts are still being made to get the remaining 23 out, alongside 26 other, those 26 have not been, the 26 other males among them have not, their bails have not been processed. But I think he's talking about the other 22 from the other side, brought out by police. So, my brother, that is the situation on the ground. That is what we have found. And the facts are sacred, like I said. Facts do not lie. So, that is the situation.
So basically, if I say that I'm not dumbfounded, I must be lying. That would be an understatement. Now, these women were kept there as probably, quote unquote, sex slave for over 4 months.
We can now come back to your earlier question, very though inquisitive and curious. So what happened was, in the course of interviewing the young ladies, one is 22 years, one is 23 years. Those young ladies told us, it's very shocking. They told us what happened. They were serially raped. And they also confirmed that in the course of their captivity in the Nigerian army at Mogadishu barracks, they were there with 50 something, more than 50 other women. And it was not only 2 of them that were raped. That what the soldiers did normally do, I don't know how to put it, was, they come today, they say, you, come here. They pick them, that is random selection. They take them out to their dungeon, to their rape confine within the barrack, and they rape them serially. Then after that, they bring them back. Well, the next day, they come back, and so on and so forth. To the extent that one of these 2 women, who was a virgin, when she was struggling with them, 23 years, I think she's the one that is 22 years, when she was struggling with them, she made them to know that she is a virgin. And a little did she know that she had just announced, giving the beastly soldiers the delicious food they were looking for. And they mercilessly raped this girl to the extent of inflicting injuries or bruises on her laps and what have you. So it was along that, and to the extent that the ladies also told us that one of them was raped. She fainted and she died. And they gave the name of that lady as Victoria. And they said they did not know the whereabouts of her remains or corpse. So it was from here, from this point, that we got to know that the other ladies among those 53 women also were made rape victims. But not to worry, more revelations are going to come out. But we are just talking about those that we have interviewed and have them on record and on camera.
All right. Let's say I've had enough. I've had enough. Honestly, I'm dumbfounded. I'm just completely dumbfounded. You know, our leader has talked about this, but why I'm bringing this in is that this is an eyewitness. He's somebody who is actually knows what is going on, that has actually elaborated it. Because our leader said, you know, this has to do with our barrister also, Okora, for whom they tried to kill. The idea is that they wanted to assassinate this man to cover this evidence. But you know, God in his infinite mercy will preserve all those people that are making this investigation, and then the truth will eventually come out, and somebody, the likes of Iyke, will pay for it. There is no way he's going to escape this. God in heaven knows. We're praying very, very hard. You are going to pay for it in Iyke. Yes, on Iyke. There is no way in the world that you can get away from this. Because when people are talking, sometimes they open up their mouth, they just say things. It's enough to talk. But when you behave like this is too animalistic. Look at that. They're taking turns to rape these women, these young girls, young kids. And you think their lives will ever be the same again? Jesus. I listened to this yesterday. I was all in tears. I was so sad. I said, what is this? Like I said before, I have young kids. My daughters are young. They're beautiful, all of them. And I can't just, I don't know. How can I go to bed sleeping? Oh God, there's so many things, you know, God forgive me. But you see, when they're telling these stories in my heart, so many things is going here and there. What could have been done in that situation? But you see something. I see, if you didn't jump on a muddy road, because it is very, very sad. Yes, Iyke is there. He did this. And he thinks he's going to get away with it. Forget it. That's very, very obvious. You'll be consumed by the vulture. Nobody's going to bury you. I am serious. Because for what you've done, I don't know if you have children. Because I don't think if you have children, and especially if you have female children, you want them to go through this. They say, do unto others as you want others to do unto you. What you have done is sacrilegious, and nobody's going to forgive you. You can claim that you're not Igbo. I'm telling you are not. Really. I believe you are not. I agree with you completely on that one. You are not, because you are an animal. You're not even a human being. To talk of you on Igbo. You are not. So this is something that I came across yesterday, the clip that I just played with you. I was just going through Facebook and I just saw it somewhere and I said, let me listen to it. It's quite a long clip and I don't want to dwell on it because it's so sad. What I'm listening to is something that I don't think it is funny. I don't think it is something that anybody will want to dwell on. But what I'm saying and I'm promising Iyke is that for what he has done, he's going to pay for it regardless of how long it takes. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. Let's take a short break and I'll be back with you.
Fellow Biafrans and lovers of
your house, I got a good news for you. Biafra is coming very soon. Mama, cry no more. Papa, cry no more. I got a good news for you.
I said, I want to back when I talk and neg and Yana Yefenozo. Only catching to put to the 4 follow well. IPOB kwadokwara akwado.
Isogovono strapono Biafra kano na fana bago. Kizivono na kuchizili n'ụzọno. Okwu na-emego Nigeria ka ọ bụ Fulani nwe ya. Chazere na anyị n'ụzọ ka anyị naba. Onye bịara iku nwa. Rute n'ọbụ na nwa bịara iku anwụọ na n'ụlọ. Ọ bụ gịnị ka ọ ga-emezi nọ? Ọ bịara ije nwụnọ. Anyị akwado ka nwoke si akwado, anyị ejike ka nwoke si ejike. Ịchọ n'iche anyị akpọ n'iche nụ, gị wee bụ n'anya nọ n'eme. Anyị akwado ka nwoke si akwado, anyị ejike ka nwoke si ejike. Ịchọ n'iche anyị akpọ n'iche nụ, gị wee bụ n'anya nọ n'eme. Onye nna maka mmasị na IPOB kwadola kwado.
IPOB bụ atakata abụọ. Anụ nyere onye ụsa. Ị na-ama IPOB aka na-ezu ezu. Gị nara abụ ụzọ bụ ị nara anụ ife. Onye kachi ntị kwutu ụzọ ife ọbụla owele. Ọ maka ndị sabotuas. Na afa na ọsọ na-eme. A na-agwa ochi ntị na agha ezu. Ọ kwara onye ju ogbugbo nwụrụ udo.
Iso security network apatago na Fulani nọ n'ọsọ nụ. Ndị sabotu nọ n'ọsọ nụ. Ndị ọha na eze nọ n'ọsọ. Ndị gwegwanụ na nye bụ n'ụkwụ ka anyị malife anyị na-eme n'ụlọ. Kunu sacha onye Chukwu tele mmanụ ha. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu Amadike. Gaba n'iru na anyị kwụghị n'azụ. Anyị akwado ka nwoke si akwado, anyị ejike ka nwoke si ejike. Ịchọ n'iche anyị akpọ n'iche nụ, gị wee bụ n'anya nọ n'eme. Anyị akwado ka nwoke si akwado, anyị ejike ka nwoke si ejike. Ịchọ n'iche anyị akpọ n'iche nụ, gị wee bụ n'anya nọ n'eme. Onye nna maka mmasị na IPOB kwadola kwado.
All falling angels na amaka. Ndị si na IPOB wee dapụ. Wee che na fa ga-emeki wave. Mgbe ha pụtaziri fuze n'ụzọ.
All right, I'm back again. Now this time I have to open up the line for us to have our conversations, but please be kind and nice to the other person. Just talk. Give us your points. Take a little time and then allow, because we want to see if we can take as many calls as possible. I can see all the three phones are already getting ready to talk when the lines are open. But please, when you come in, just make it as brief as you can. The number is 646-920-4541, 570-352-8442, +1 929-406-9953. The newcomers, the Radio Biafra, complaining again that we're reading these numbers too fast. Well, it's 646-920-4541, 570-352-8442, +1 929-406-9953. All right, just make it. And we're also on Skype. I forgot to talk about that. We are Skype. We are also on Signal, 845-283-9665. Call us. The line is open for you.
Oh nana, land of the rising sun, John Lavine, my originality. Land of the rising sun, Biafra, land of the rising sun, Biafra, my home, my fatherland. Land of the rising sun, Biafra, We are children of the Most High, called by the name of God, the Creator. Wise men from the east, south, and the middle, great Biafran people. But they kill it to idol worshiping, and we lost the faith of our God. And as we wallowed in idol worshiping, the British entered in, trading on the Niger, exploiting your people, trading by barter. You give me palm oil and take soup, so them enter there. I brought in civilization, brought in your religion, and told us about America, and we embraced it.
All right, I have a call coming in on straight line. Let me take this first caller today. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Good afternoon, sir. Mazi Iyke. Good afternoon, sir.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you so much.
There
Greetings to you, fellow Biafrans, friends of Biafrans, and lovers of freedom. The blessing of our Heavenly Father, Chukwu, will be with us. My name is Hugo, and I'm calling from Enugu Province. Mazi, you see, in short, I don't want to talk too much. Only that I want to make us to remember this, that those who participated in the sufferings and the killings of our people, they don't need to go scot-free. And such people should be recognized as the face and the field of our first battle, when that battle will start. Because if you allow these people to continue, others will come to exist, because those that first exist, nothing happened to them. Iyke. You see, hopes of them might be more here. These people need to recognize in a good way, so that others will not come the same lane which these people follow. Iyke did a very vile thing in Obigbo. And as you said, Mazi, you asked a question. Iyke has a family which he cares so much. He has children and a wife. He protects them, he loves them so much, he cares for them, and he has that mind to make our people to pass through this evil. I am saying we should have it in mind. We should recognize these people. We should make sure before they even go to the backside of this world, we should give them the reward of their work.
Yes.
This is exactly what I really want to say. Mazi Iyke, thank you so much. Thank you. We are not happy hearing this evil thing.
I know. Thank you so much. All right, this is Radio Biafra. They all pay. They cannot be free. What goes around comes around. The time will come. The chicken will come home to roast. Believe me. Trust me, that is the truth. They have done what they have done. Iyke is the Hitler, the tiny Hitler, the powerful man that he thinks that he is. Well, we shall see. I have a call here coming in on Signal. Caller on Signal. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Are you still there? I saw the phone ringing. I was trying to pick up. Unfortunately, all right. Caller on Signal. Are you there? Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Eyewitness.
Welcome to the
veteran of Mazi. I greet you.
Indeed.
I greet you. Good evening from India.
Welcome to
Mazi. I'm happy to speak with you. I'm trying your number. Mazi, in coming to what you hear on program, Mazi. Actually, all this news that is happening, just having vindicate our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was saying all these things, people do not believe. Even those fallen angels, those people that are fallen angels now, they are not talking about this thing every day. They are just yabbing Nnamdi Kanu. But those things they are talking, they are making Nnamdi Kanu more great, because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu doing exactly no leader in Biafra can do what he's doing. So Mazi, I thank you all. Remain strong, and Biafra, we are going. All hail Biafra.
Thank you very much. All right, thank you so much. This is bro from India. Called this morning. I was trying to pick up that call, but unfortunately went off. My dear brothers, this is so sad. It's a sad day for me, honestly. Yesterday when I listened to this program, our leader had, like I said before, our leader had said it. But when hearing it from the horse's mouth, look at the way, I've never heard this kind of thing before for a long time. Sex slavery in this day and age. They just went to Obigbo, to their homes to pick them up, take them to far north. Now they say they are granting them bail. My question is, who is going to pay for this the transportation back? Let's see. Let me see. I have a call coming in on signal. Caller, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Mazi Iyke.
No, welcome to the program.
Udo dịrị sir.
No.
Happy Sunday.
Thank you, sir. Well, go ahead, sir. Go ahead. Just tell us your story. Yeah, and there we
I'm Chiwandu Daddy. Eshim Malaysia na Bumunda.
There we
I'm a more Ahodeta.
It's a bad ross.
Jehovah, where is it? I just like the listening in this program. These emirs and governors now our eastern region, na Biafra land. Any of them Fulani as the people ishi. As you see all of them there, their brain is not working. None of their brain is functioning. The people are like monster. Just like our leader, our director says, once they not, they welcome you. We get that is it a Apollin or what do they call it? They cover you that that pampas if once they cover you, they crown you with that pampas, you just they turn you to a monster or a beast. You are gone forever.
Yes.
Many of them now are just like Babio, Femi Fanika Yode, or Jose Carlo. All of them are watching that pampas. All of them that they put that pampas in the head, they lost their brain. What I'm trying to say in a sense is that you see all these people they engineer them to go and massacre, kill, slaughter all those things. They come from family now, they are not ghosts. So there is no how we're gonna forget or forgive. They will surely them and their family will surely pay for all these atrocities the Fulani use them to do. Because if these people are human beings, if these people are, if their brain are still intact in their head, they will ask themselves a question: Why all these governors, all the Northerners government, why are they pampering the herdsmen, the bandits, or why are they pampering them? Why are they swimming in the same ocean of blood with pounds and dollars, a huge of money with them? No, those people are not to be killed. They are to be pampered, nursed, bring them back, rehabilitate them, put them in the military army, feed them, give them anything they want. But it's your own people back home that you feed that you see fit to slaughter because they are not human beings to you, just for minor power, money, and you slaughter them. And while you save your own children abroad to keep them, those ones are human beings. The ones they're using you to kill are not human beings. They are animals. Not in this generation, honestly. The ones doing Iyke and we state governor did this. That's the last bus stop, and these people will pay dearly for all these things. All these people, they will pay. There's nothing like forgiveness, and nothing like forgiveness for them. All of them, we will face them. And lastly, this my brother that just called. He mentioned of fallen angels. There's nothing like fallen angels. Rabbi Charles called them fallen demons. Me, I call them fallen idiots. Nothing like fallen angels. So don't put angels on them. They are not angels. That's the only thing I want to correct. Make nobody come and call them fallen angels. They are not fallen angels.
Thank you, sir.
I could long live my leader, Mazi Iyke.
All right, thank you so much. This is Radio Biafra. We're still taking a conversation on, and this time is straight line. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, Mazi Iyke, good afternoon.
There we go.
I remember Mazi Iyke calling. I'm so happy this afternoon to hearing Radio Biafra and loud, clear in Iguacha here.
Wow, that's good.
I said, make I use this opportunity to talk my people and IPOB members in the whole world. You people are so marvelous, so great, including my leader, the only one of Biafra land. None have shown me that he's a leader, not a ruler. Only Eastern Security Network has given me Biafra. As I'm working now in Biafra land, I work freely without thinking.
Yes.
Only Eastern Security Network by Mazi Iyke, one of Biafra land, is making me to sleep without thinking. Nandi, you are so too much. God with you. Elohim is with you. Wherever you are, and sending the angels of heaven to guide you, to continue to protect you in any situation you are. No harm, plan for any evil will touch you. Nothing. No matter the situation we are here, we are better than the North. Look at yesterday, Aisha Buhari telling Nigeria the killing of the kidnapping of a girl is too much. Speaking from Dubai, Nigeria cannot ask why. Why was the first lady speaking from Dubai? Some people are asking, it's not my thing. Aisha is free to speak anywhere, wherever he free to speak. Imagine two. The president is alive. Your wife is in Dubai. Do you what? Step of security the Aisha has in Dubai past the zoo in Aso Rock. Since they shoot a gun in Aso Rock, Aisha moved. Tell you Aso Rock is not longer safe. Up to now, we haven't. Aisha never returned to this country. And the hopeless people are telling us it's not my thing. Buhari telling us to shoot the bandits. He will shoot innocent people, but Buhari problem in Olo without caring that there's innocent people in Olo. The ECR is in the bush, waging our people to not enter, finally to not enter our area. Why should you go and find them inside the bush? Start shooting us. You are telling us that you will not shoot the bandits because if you shoot it, you will shoot innocent people. But those you shoot in Olo is not innocent people. I'm telling my people to wake up. The sole governors we have in East are so wicked, so hopeless. None of them know their left and right. Very soon their turn will end and they'll see what they do themselves. Mazi Iyke, I want to use this opportunity to thank you people for job well done. Protecting the Eastern Security Network for us to guide us. You people are too much. Nothing will happen to you people. I still remember as what you can call it, had to call Biafra. I'm not going anywhere. Any situation I see myself, I'll take it as something to call it alive. All hail Biafra.
All hail Biafra. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. I'm happy Watcher is working. The Watcher radio is back on. I'm so happy about it. I want to talk to my friend, Showface. What happened to you? I've not heard from you for a while. So call Radio Biafra. This time you don't tell me that Port Harcourt is because the Watcher is not working. Call the radio. We want to talk about it, to talk about your music and what you have been sending down to us here. It's very good to hear. Nice to hear from you. It's going to be a long time. So give us a call. All right, I have a call coming in on WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Caller on WhatsApp. Are you there?
Yes, Mazi Iyke, I am here.
Welcome to the program.
Good evening from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Yeah, Mazi, and thank you for the job you are doing for Biafrans. My name still remain Mazi Iyke. I'm from Okigwe province, Biafra land. Mazi, honestly speaking, I can see how you felt when you were playing the video, the audio you just played on Radio Biafra, and the same way I felt, and I believe that other Biafrans all over the globe who listen to this broadcast you are doing today, how so devastated and how so appalling the mess the Nigerian military terrorist security agents of Nigeria have put themselves into. Because when you was playing this video, and I can't just hold myself. It's really touching, and you tell me these people that are perpetrating this act of heinous crime against humanity, how they are going to end. And tomorrow the government will try to deploy them to where they will try to fight their own war, and claiming or pray for Almighty Chukwuka Abiyama to save them from the hand of the terrorists they created, which is Boko Haram. And how can God save them if they are being deployed to go and fight for terrorism? Why they are the people terrorizing the nation? Why they are the people terrorizing innocent people? You can imagine the kind of trauma this our sister or these people, our Biafran ladies, went through when they were detained. Then when you are telling ordinary human being, ordinary Biafran for that matter, the reason why we should join hands together to fight for our freedom, some people think that those that are doing for Biafran struggle are irrelevant people or so-called miscreants, as Obasanjo put it. But I quite believe today that Obasanjo and some of them who said things against IPOP far back of 2015, 2016, by today they are regretting themselves because their land now have been captured by the terrorists, Fulani, which I'm watching one video as our leader have narrated and said something about that, how these people have been, these are another set of group that flee to the Benin Republic as a refugees. But when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was speaking about it or keep saying about it, some people just relax on their domain. So Iyke have done a lot of the crime, and we know him. And coupled with this Tankodema of Ukebeke, I could remember one of the broadcasts also from Nwachineke, or Awasa Service 2, used to, from his mouth, he used to address him, and that is exactly what he is. Ukebeke, we have in Imo State called Tankos Odemba. These two governors, they have written their name, even their generation, because I believe that quite a few years to go, their tenure will be over.
Oh, yeah.
And what will happen to their generation? What will happen to their children? So, Biafrans all over the world have known the atrocity they have committed. Even if we are to forgive some people, some charlatans, some efulefus, you see these two governors, I know that na Ikofe Ejugo, I know they cannot even escape from the wrath of Biafran people. They will be, our leader said that they will be tried in the public. They will be tried in the public and also stoned in the public. These are the things that is going to happen to these two governors. You are see, we are playing this video, Mazi. I just feel crying. I'm just crying within myself. Look at how even the lady was trying to complain that, no, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. I'm still a virgin. But they still got the heart to destroy this lady. It shall never be well with Nigeria. It shall never be well in Nigeria. And it shall never be well with all this army that committed this heinous crime. It shall never ever be well. Their children will suffer. Their generation will suffer. It's very, very painful. But that's by the way. Mazi, please, before I put down call, please, little thing I want to chip in. Mazi, please, especially, I'm ardent when I said ardent call listener of Radio Biafra, even whatever thing I'm doing, my earphone always on my ear. So then what is going on Radio Biafra, I used to observe and listen from all platforms. There are some callers calling from Malaysia. Sometimes, Mazi, if they call, try to ask them, are they part of the family? Some people that are calling on Radio Biafra just want to claim that, but you know them, you call them, they are not participating in what IPOP is doing. Especially there's a second or third caller before me who called from Malaysia. He always call your program. His name is Mazi. He called his name Mazi Chiwendo.
Okay.
The people, so his people or his relative will be in Biafra land, or his friend will be thinking that he's part of us. He's not part of us. What we are doing is not. So also another brother that used to call, they are not part of us. But we call, we circulate a meeting, we invite, talk to them privately to join our brothers. So, but if you hear the amount of speaking on radio, blah, 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 you think they are. How many our leaders say, many are called, a few are choosing. Not all the people you hear or you see that are calling on radio, especially from Malaysia, they are not part of what we are doing. They are not with us. Mazi, when you speak wisdom, and may Chukwuka Abiyama continue to be with you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I promise. For Malaysia, when you call this time, you have to tell me honestly, because this is very good. I thought Malaysia is, for us, is strong. It's like a strong center of IPOB. So I don't really know why anybody in Malaysia will not want to participate in what we're doing. We're not saying that the radio is exclusive for IPOB members, but no, if you are a member of IPOB and you live, I mean, you are a Biafran and you live in a place like Malaysia, come, you're supposed to join your brothers now. Join us in what we are doing, because we are all together in this. There's no exception. You have to be, cannot stand one foot here and 1 foot there. No, you have to be there fully to be able to participate and understand what is going on. I have a call. Let's take this one. Caller on straight line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
I think it's Daniel calling from Bayelsa.
Welcome to the program, Daniel.
Mr. Peter and fellow Biafrans, I want you to listen to what I have to say this afternoon here in the United States of Biafra, Bayelsa. I heard you said that you were shocked to hear this raping issue. That is what prompted me to call. Why would you say you were shocked? Is it strange to you? It's not a strange thing. It's not new. I want the world to listen. In 2004, my village was bombarded by the Nigerian idiotic army, because these are cowards. What happened was that they came to attack us. We overrun them on ground. This idiot can never fight. We defeated them on ground. This genocidal act was done by that Papum called Obasanjo in 2004.
Yes.
We want them to hear that, let them know that we still bear that act of wickedness they did to us in 2004. We still have it in mind. And the destruction of Nigeria is sacrosanct. We will not go back. You see, Biafra, we will pursue it to a logical conclusion.
Yes.
Now, these idiots, they came to attack us. We overrun them on the ground. They left. This village is called Ogodoberi village in Tomodi local government of Delta State. It's a riverine village. And they came back with their useless jet fighters and helicopter gunship. They bombed the village, and we, the fighters, we left for cover. And you know what this idiot did? After they overtook the village, and they, unfortunately to them, our village is a village that can never harbor such idiots. Yes. So they can never stay in that village. So they left to a nearby village. From there, they do come, because already the men in that village, everybody left the village. You have given instruction that since they captured the village, that nobody should go there, because if you go there, they will kill you. So yes, you're on your own. We tell all our grand soldiers to leave. So the female and the old people who don't have anywhere to go as of that time, they still reside in the village. These people will come 8 or 9. They will pick 9-year-old girl, 10-year-old girl, 8-year-old girl. They will just rape them. Mr. Peter asked me, how do I know this?
Oh, come on. I don't want this phone to do this, because I really want to get this story complete. Oh. Daniel, are you still there?
So why will you go and tap them? But unfortunately, feelings is they serve. So when that incident happened, fortunately to us, one of these armies, serving Nigeria army that is from my village, his father died. So they brought his father to bury in the village. So we use that advantage to go back to the village in the name of trying to attend that burial ceremony.
Yes.
You know that during that period of that area, this army, they find it difficult to still come to the village to take these girls for this counterfeiting process. So they were highly bitter. Sometimes they will now come to call the girls, because the girls knew that their brothers are with them, so they will refuse them. It was then I tried to interview some of these girls. And since we left the village when this incident happened, how are you people been coping? It was then they opened their bodies to show us. You see some of them, their private parts swell up. What happened? They said they were raped. That it was because of the fact that this burial is going on. That is why they were a little bit relieved. And they were praying that this burial should continue. And you know, burial in this part of in Biafra, especially when the person is an old person, he do take a period of 7 days. Is that not Can you hear
Yes,
me?
I'm hearing you. Yeah, go ahead. The world is listening.
Okay. So they do pray that this burial should not come to an end. Say, once this burial comes to an end and we all leave the village, that this army will come back again. But unfortunately, the burial will never continue forever.
Yes.
The burial still later came to an end and we left. I know that period we left, it will be another scenario because one fateful evening, I overheard the army man talking that you are lucky that your brother came this period. I believe that after this burial, they will go. This thing you refuse me, you will see, you will pay double. I said, wow. So this is the country people say, me and ethnic should be part of. The same army that swore and told that they will defend territorial integrity. And Mr. Peter, let me ask you, when you say you are defending territorial integrity, is it not the people in that territory you are actually defending?
I know.
Or is it the land itself?
I wonder. My brother is tired me.
You are not defending the land itself because the land itself is of no use without the people.
Of course.
So in its actual sense, it's the people you are really defending, not even the land itself. So the people are the territorial integrity. So somebody say he sworn an oath to defend territorial integrity, and he's still raping the integrity of the same people he swore oath that he will defend.
It's terrible.
That is a crime. We will never forget. Nigeria will pray. And Mr. Peter, I want to bring this thing to the notice of the world. In Nigeria prison, they don't have running water, they don't have light. If the women, the video you are playing now, we have listened to this video on Radio Biafra. I was not shocked. If the women being adopted from that our place, Obigbo,
yes,
will be kept in that place for 4 months, they don't take their shower, they don't change their clothes. People should know that in Nigeria prison, they don't have running water. Even on the street where I live here, we don't have running water, no light. So how do you think it is their prison that will have running water?
It's terrible.
At least our leader who spent 2 years in their useless jail. Ask our leader, did they take a shower in those periods? We do watch our leader. You can see that our leader is no longer an handsome man during those days. I do follow him bumper to bumper. If you see our leader with his beard full, like one beast that is coming out of the bush.
Yes.
That is how they kept our handsome leader. But go and look at our leader now. So that is how their useless prison is. So let us not be surprised. And before I drop, the prison yard ought to be a rehabilitation center. That's where right. You try to preach to criminals for them to repent and have a better life, so that through that process you integrate them back to the society. That is what the prison ought to be. I have traveled out of this country. I saw prisons with running water and light.
Oh yeah.
So when we say this place is a zoo, people should not doubt. This is where I will rest my case.
Thank you, my dear.
Nigeria has committed great atrocity against the people of Biafra. If they don't call for the peaceful disintegration of this piece of hell called Nigeria now, if we are to get it by pieces, it will be a war of vengeance. Sokoto will be our destination.
Yes.
The destruction of Sokoto, I doubt whether 17th century, the coming generation will have mouth to tell us what is before that place.
Oh, yes.
God bless our leader, His Excellency Dr. Inamdi Israel Okukalu, the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the United States of Biafra. God bless the United States of Biafra. God bless you, Mr. Peter, my able presenter. Radio Biafra is the award-winning radio station of the 2021, yes. And not all these useless radio stations in the BBC or CNN.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, Daniel. Thank you for calling Radio Biafra. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. We're still here taking calls and having a conversation, my brother. It's unbelievable. The prison, I don't know, it's hell. Those of us outside the zoo, there's no running water, there's no electricity. And then you think of, imagine people being in the jail for 4 months without taking a shower. Ah, God help us. I don't know why God, I don't know, man. This Biafra has to come. It has to come. We have no other choice. We have no better choice. Anybody out there who thinks that he doesn't want Biafra, well, It's okay for you to want what you want. You can remain where you are. But for we, Biafra is a thing, it's a done deal, and there is nothing anybody can do to stop us. I have a call. Let me take this one caller on straight line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Good morning, sir. Mazi Iyke.
Yeah,
my name is Mazi Iyke. I'm calling from Indianapolis, USA. Mazi, thank you for the good work you're doing for people. Honestly speaking, the clip you played this morning, it wake me, it spoiled my mood for this day.
No.
You see, our people, most of our people, and the so-called black Africa, who always like to copy the white people. Yesterday, they said it's a World International Women's Day. But I never see them come out in that Nigeria, even our sister Okojinwala, come out and speak against the rapists in the world. I used to watch what is going on in India. Whenever there is rape like this, all the MP, Indian women, both teachers, both their people in abroad, all of them will summon and make sure the government say something about it. But this one, 52 our women rape. Until today, no governor, no all this GUO that say they hear from God, no Mbaka, and they want, but they can easily celebrate World International Day. Yesterday, I couldn't be a word. Happy World International Women's Day. Happy World. But in your own land, what is raping there? The same women that you are saying World International Day. Why can't you protest? I'm thinking people are protest. What is this woman name? This was sister that supported Buhari. Because he protested when they said they kidnapped Bukara kidnapped Chibom girls.
Yeah.
But this one raping. This one rape your own children. No one can be. This is what the things why they hate some of our brothers, our sisters. They want to be wannabe influencing complex everywhere. All they want to be Obodo. Be natural. Why can't you be natural and say, look at the raping? Raping all women. Any country that the men cannot protect their women. I wonder. And yet you see somebody leave what Fulani they will fight for. They will be fighting their own member because of one or the other. But what I know, whatever good you are doing, God will see it. God will judge it. Whatever you are spoiling, when people say a proverb, when you are pointing somebody one bad finger, four is coming to the person and his family.
Yes.
Look at the what we are working, everybody's. All hand must be on deck. Okay? And Iyke think that he can betray his own people. Iyke have a daughter. Iyke have a son. Whatever he used to do pay on that people's children, that is the same thing. People don't know. It works. It works. If you are punching somebody, destroy your fellow human being, your children will treat you one way or the other. You must make you the future. You may ridicule the person now, become a champion now, convince people to hate the person, become a champion now. But tomorrow, it will replay back. What puts on them? You can't protect your own people. In your own land, they kidnap a woman, rape, and you have your own children. You see why Africa doesn't move forward? Because you are too selfishness. Selfish. They only know what will suit them. They don't care the pain they will cause to other people. No. Because their own children is a gold, platter of gold. But other children, they can rape them. But the day of reckoning is coming. Whatever you sow, you will reap. Mas, let me drop it there.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much. You know, sometimes I ask myself, these governors, these are our so-called representatives, did they have children? Don't they have, like Iyke now, as he's behaving, doesn't he have a wife? What does his wife think? You think you can hide this thing will come to you. It doesn't matter where you take your kids. After all, the world is very global. The rape is everywhere. You think they rape those of them back home, you can put your own probably in America or somewhere. There are rapists out there. There are child molesters around the place. They will catch up with them. There is no doubt about it. Because what you have wished for somebody else is exactly what is going to come to you. There's no doubt about it. It's all over the place. It's ridiculous. Because after listening to this, watching that video and deciding that I was going to air this morning, honestly, I just have to air it, not because somebody was laughing when he was saying something, and somebody said, "Why is he laughing?" I said, "He's not laughing because that is not a laugh. That is just telling you that this is something that is is unacceptable, that doesn't make any sense. Because you are out there, these people, I don't know what they eat. These so-called governors and so-called leaders. Because I don't know what, honestly. Because even when we get Biafra, there's a lot of work to be done. A lot of work. This crystallized, these ice blocks that have been crystallized needs to be decrystallized. We need to melt everything down and start from the beginning. Because we are rotten in our mind. Like my brother just said, yesterday was International Day of Women. I never heard about that before. I just heard it yesterday anyway. So what are you internationalizing for? You people should hit the streets and complain about this kind of 50-something kids, young girls, taken to the army barracks. The army now taking a share of them as if it's a piece of meat. And you are doing International Women. Even the so-called soldiers in the barracks, they have wives. The generals, they are married men. They have daughters. What are you people thinking about? What I'm thinking about is that what goes around comes around. It will eventually get to all of you. One by one. You cannot escape it, honestly. You might escape it temporarily, but, with time, it will come back to you. Nature divorce vacuum. That's what they say, right? So something must have to fill it up. Eventually, that thing that you think you were wishing somebody else and hoping that it's not yours, it don't concern me. Don't worry about it. It will eventually come to you. There's no doubt about it. Let me see. I have a call coming on. What's up? What's up on private line? Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Good morning from here. Caller, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Oh boy.
Good morning. Hi, Peters.
Welcome to the program.
There. My name is Chukwu Emmanuel. I'm a native of Ishiagwe State, Biafra land. I greet my leader, our leader Mazi Iyke, for a time like this. After hearing the clip you played this morning, I feel very, very bad. I tried to ask myself, all these people from Igbo land, like George Ubiozo, that was selected to be Ohaneze Igbo by Fulanis, and all these governors, and all these senators, and all these House of Representatives, and all of them put together, are they thinking that they are cheating Nnamdi Kanu or IPOB? Is that what they are thinking? Are they feeling that they are human beings? At the end, how these people are reasoning when your tribe are destroying and you are collecting money and eating food into your stomach and calling yourself a senator, a House of Representatives, a governor. I weep for Igbo nation without Nnamdi Kanu. Because when our leader is talking about black people, you can get some people in some countries who can reason as a human being. But in Nigeria, it's the worst thing that can happen to humanity. Nigeria is the worst place that somebody can live. Look at what is happening in that place. They have ambassadors from America, from British, from France. We have Pope as a head of Christian in his own side. We have all the whole thing, bishops, archbishops. We have reverend fathers. All of them today, they are in the church collecting their tithe and offerings. We have GOs, general overseers, all over the whole place in Nigeria. They are busy collecting people's money. driving them to hellfire, wasting their whole time and money. And they say they are going to heaven. I weep for Nigeria. If not Nnamdi Kanu, what is going to be the position of that place by now? A country that has no hope, a country that has no plan, a country that is waiting for every evil to see it and test it. You close the border for the south for over getting to 2 years. You open the north and invite criminals, terrorists all over the whole Africa. Fulanese, they come and destroy the whole place. And by now, somebody will be talking of restructure. What are you going to restructure? Animal, human being. What are you going to? Are you going to restructure Fulanese? Or are you going to restructure what you have destroyed to completely destroyed? I think time will tell. I congratulate those people who know the importance of freedom, who are supporting IPOB, who are supporting to see that we liberate our people from this bondage, the hellfire that British created. Thank God for our leader.
Thank you.
Thank God for our leader. All hail Biafra.
All hail Biafra. Thank you very much. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. We're still taking calls here at 646-920-4541. All right, like my brother just rightly said, we are all here to make sure that we actualize our country. Our only hope is Biafra. There's no other hope besides Biafra. And anybody who thinks otherwise, well, you have your right to think of whatever you want. But for us, what we need is Biafra, and that's what we're going to get regardless of what anybody says. I have a call coming in on private line. Caller, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Good morning.
Mazi, good morning.
Welcome to the program.
Good morning. God bless you. My name is Mazi, my man Ugo Onyejaka. I am the national PRO of IPOB here in the United States, but I reside here in Washington, D.C. And Amibo is where I was born. Amibo is Olo. Amibo is the home of the tiger. And Amibo is the home of King Jaja Popo. Mazi, thank you for everything that you do. Waking up in the morning and then, entertaining us. Thank God Almighty for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It shall be well with him. Mazi, I am so excited about how everybody is reacting to the video and then the audio that you just play. But the issue there is that this is what we know. This one now, we had it, and that is the reason why everybody is reacting. But there are things that are going on that we do not know, Mazi. It is the same thing that happened during the war. It is true that a lot of people were not born then, and a lot of people were too small to understand what went on during the war. This one, thank God they were alive to record it and say it. A lot of them were killed after raping them and doing it, abusing and doing whatever they did. This is the way we are treated in that country. If there is any Biafran, if there is anybody from the East who think that Nigeria is his country, you know that person is the one that have signed his death warrant, because they do not regard you as a human being. They will even respect you if you go to Cameroon, neighboring country, than the way your life can be safeguarded if you go to other countries than in that your country, that place you call your country. So what I am telling our people is that, look at it, that will show you exactly how they treat us. Do you think that they can do this to the Hausa children? Do you think that they can do it to the middle class women? You think that they can do it to Yoruba women? That is in the face of their father, in the face of their brothers, in the face of the politicians, even in the face of the so-called Ohanes and Igbo. Then your children were abducted. Your women, your daughter, the pride of Ipob people, the pride of Biafra, our mom, the mom that we don't play with, our sisters that we don't play with. These are the people that were kidnapped, they were molested, they were abused, they were sexually traumatized. Do you know, Mazi, that these people have been traumatized throughout their lives? Do you know they can never be the same again psychologically? because they have been traumatized, and then their self-esteem, self-worth have been destroyed. That is the way it is. You see? So that is the reason why we are talking about this. Because for anybody that is an Igbo extraction or Biafran extraction, who have seen this thing that have gone through with our sisters, and then still having a lukewarm attitude about our plight in that country called Nigeria, you know that person is among these people that have raped our sisters. And that is the way it is. So these people do not wish us any good. They do not wish us anything. They can kill you. They don't even care if you are a human being. What they do is that they shoot you at sight, no matter whatever it is. So that's why now, thank God, we pray and we thank God for what Nnamdi Kanu have done. That is this Eastern Security Network. If you are the one, you are complaining, you are crying, you are calling, you talking about, what happened to our sisters and the way they've been killing us, and then you have never been able just to associate yourself with the Eastern Security Network or make a little, kind donation, a little thing that is within your reach to do. And that thing that you can do, it's not something you cannot do. It is something you can do, very simple. Dip your hand in your pocket. It doesn't matter how little it is. If you think that this thing that has happened now, that it has touched your heart, the way you are calling and complaining and crying, why can't you donate to the Eastern Security Network? Because this is the thing that is going to prevent them from doing it again. Eastern Security Network is the one that will make them not to attempt it again. Eastern Security Network will make them, they can never step in our land again in order just to do this. Eastern Security Network will make them to be watching their back. Even if they have an intention of doing it, then they will be thinking about Eastern Security Network. It is only the security that you have. So you have to donate. You have, no matter how little it is, please, just the emotion that you have shown on this thing that was done to your sisters, use that same emotion to dip your hand in your pocket, and donate to the Eastern Security Network, ESN. And what are they doing? The job of the ESN is to prevent all these things from happening. Because if you think that this thing is going to change, the worst is coming. The worst is coming. So my brother, my sister, please, no matter how little, we don't care how little it is, please just do the needful. If you are from that contraction, if you are in Biafra land, anywhere you are, and then you know that you love humanity, and you love your freedom, and you love your security, and you don't want your daughters to be raped, just like they have raped you, and you don't want your mother and your brothers to be kidnapped, and you look at, honestly, it is to go to all the jail that you have in Nigeria. Go to every jail. The people you will see there are the Biafran. If you know that your condition in that country that you don't like it, lack of electricity, lack of hospitals, nothing. So what do you have to do? Support the Eastern Security Network. How are you going to support Eastern Security Network? It's very simple. It's not complicated. To support it is not something that you like, where am I going to put the money? Where am I going to... No, you have a place you're going to put the money. The place you're going to put the money is in that your hand. You know the thing you have in your hand, the smartphone. Your phone you have. Then you have data in that your phone. The only thing is the way you put money in your bank. Remember, you pick your bank and then you send an alert to somebody. That is the way. It's very simple. It's not complicated. Send us an alert. We want you to send an alert to the Eastern Security Network. How do you do that? What you do is that you go to the Google. When you go to Google, the Google will open. You put in www.ipobinusa.org/donate. www.ipobinusa.org/donate. That is very simple. So when you put this in, it will open up and it will ask you how much. Even if it's 1 kobo, even if it's $1, even if it's 1 cent, just put it there. And then, from your heart, we will appreciate it. Just like you go to the church, and when you go to the church, then you donate. And then when they ask you, you say, you're paying tithe, you're paying offering. Just do it for us. And when you do it, God will provide, and God will reward you. And then we will know exactly that the feeling you're having about our sisters is the real feeling. Not all this fake feeling when you cannot dip your hand in the pocket and then do something that is needful. So please go to www.ipobinusa.org, www.ipobinusa.org. If you want to make donation to ESN, you have to go to www.ipobinusa.org. If you want to make donation to Biafra, you have to go to www.ipobinusa.org. If you want to say thank you to Nnamdi Kanu, you have to go to www.ipobinusa.org. www.ipobinUSA.org/donate. www.ipobinUSA.org/donate. It's very simple. It's for ESN, for Eastern Security Network. Mazi, thank you and God bless you.
God bless you. All right. Thank you very much, my brother. Oh, yes. You have to make a donation, make a contribution. It's very simple. Just go to our website. It's a functional website, fully functional website. It's www.ipobinusa.org/donate. Go there, drop in your money, whatever you can, widow's mites, whatever, anything you can afford. If you like what we are doing, because these people are here to protect us. They are here to make sure we go to bed, sleeping well with our eyes closed, with all our two eyes closed. When you look at it, even the people in the zoo are already complaining that the safest place in the zoo today is Biafra land. That as soon as they land Lagos or in Abuja and they take a flight, as soon as they step into Enugu or wherever, anywhere in Biafra land, that's when they know their safety is guaranteed because of this Eastern Security Network. They are all over the place doing what they volunteered to do. I have a call on straight line. Caller, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Mazi Iyke Peters, good afternoon from here.
Welcome to the program.
Mazi, am I coming out clear?
Yes, you're speaking to the world. Go ahead, sir.
Thank you, sir. It's your brother Mazi Iyke. I'm calling from Austria.
There, well, welcome to the program.
Mazi, Mazi, thank you so much for your good work that you are waking up every day to make sure that this gospel will be preached, so that your people can be able to hear this truth and meditate on it and begin to do something about it, which we are doing today.
There, well.
And I want to thank you, my senior brother. May Elohim continue to bless you. Give you more strength.
There, well.
Give you long life. That at the end of this journey, all of us will see Biafra. The same thing goes to our leader, Mazi Nnamdi, the man who have answered this call to make sure that his people will be free once again from this animal kingdom called Nigeria, that all of us are suffering in. But we know in no due time, Chukwu Kabiama will make name for himself.
Yes.
Mazi, you see the clip you played today, everybody is crying. Just as Mazi, my man, have said, it is open. Yes, what these people did to our people is horrible. I'm telling you. According to Ali, they said there was a time even Fulani, when they are passing on the way and their body just touch a Biafra woman, it's like, for them it's like a goat. But today, these people can be able to catch our women, take them to northern side of Nigeria, raping them, and the whole world is watching this thing, and everybody keeps quiet. The U.S. ambassador is there, the United States ambassador is there, the EU is there. They are hearing all these things that we are shouting every day. They turn blind eye as if they don't know what is happening in that country. And we have made up our mind. We can't keep on crying anymore. We can't cry again. We will defend ourselves from this behavior, this madness of Fulani. We cannot continue to cry, because if we don't follow these people bomber to bomber, they will think that maybe we don't have teeth. We cannot survive. You can't keep on killing me every day. You come into my house, you beat my children. Because no. One day I must turn back and say, you must stop beating my children. And this is what Mazi Nnamdi have said. Nobody can come to Biafra land again and hit us hard and go free. We must retaliate. So all these people jumping up every day, talking about that they want Nigeria. Mazi, my prayer to anybody who saw what is happening in this country till this day, still talking about one Nigeria, Mazi, my prayer is let this Fulani herdsmen, these killers, visit him, so that he will feel the pains the way other people that has been killed are feeling the pains. If we don't do anything about this, as a Burozu also,
Yes.
People have made up their mind that they want to save our bush. It is our right to dip our hand in our pocket to support them. I'm calling our people all over the world. I'm calling most especially here in Austria. I'm calling our people here, all Biafrans here in Austria. We should stand up. Because that house we build at home, if we cannot be able to go there, sleep, and close our eye, it makes no sense for me.
Yeah.
It makes no sense that I built a house in my father's compound. I cannot be able, when I travel home, I can't even sleep there. Rather, I will run to looking for a one small room where I will hide my head because I'm afraid for somebody not to kidnap me. Please, let us support ESN so that when we go home, we can be able to be proud enough to go to our father's compound to sleep again and have peace.
Yes.
This is all I'm begging our brothers here, most especially here in Austria. Please, let's stand up and fight this battle once and for all so that we can be able to go back home with our children. Mazi, thank you for good work. Continue to do this work because it is something else. Mazi, continue to do this work. May Elohim bless you.
Bless all of us.
And bless your household.
There we
Thank you, man.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much. This is Radio Biafra. We're still taking calls. Let me go back to this one. Caller on straight line. Good morning. Turn down your radio, please. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Good morning, Eyewitness. How are you, sir?
There we welcome to the program.
Thank you very much, sir. Good morning. I'm your brother Chidera calling from South Africa, sir. Mazi Iyke. With no insult, sir. But you remember a week ago, I told you to listen. I think it was a weekend, or I think on, I can't remember exactly the day, but I asked you to listen. That is a tape that you come across and you're going to be shocked. Now, the same dog Jeremy fact finding. I'm still emphasizing on that fact finding from those Ndo to Ndoboga, not Ndo to Ndoboga. Ndale Runai. Jiru punishment to his people, maltreating us as a joy. That is title. If you hear the news, Fulani said there is people attack Fulanis and they are wearing red cap. Mazo kwando boga the red cap and don't want German Fulani attack because Obaya the red cap or ndo boga the red cap. The same people who they read the cap because they make job and they should start getting the heat because we don't wear the cap. So if Funanis are accused, they should know their mate, those who are wearing the cap. You look at it, Mazi, you look around, people make so many references to South Africa. Let me tell you, and the Biafras that are listening, here we could have what called ANC Women Youth League. Women Youth League. And in the nature of such incident happen, it's not up to president, it's not up to whoever. It's the women leader of that region will rise and they call the other members and say, there is a woman, whether allegation or whether it's what, as long as that somebody, a media, it don't even in the Facebook tweet or post, they just say, okay, what are you saying? Do you know you be writing in Facebook there? Here you don't immediately you write the pakam any media that pick it up. In the moment there's what called morning show here. They pick up individual Facebook tweets. What they're saying to the individuals, what they're saying to the government. Those are concerned. People have been searched for just somebody accusing you on Facebook. But in Nigeria, no such thing. How can somebody took 50-something women and if you are hearing accusation of rape, Mazi, I can tell you because I was in that meeting. Categorically, high-profile embassies are aware of that because not everything was played. Some after the recording stop, we start a different meeting. In that meeting, very horrible more than what you guys had was discussed in this meeting. That's why I say, if you, Mazi Iyke, if that guy can agree, I have his number, I have the other guy's number, I can maybe find out if this guy can come up as our leader. I believe our leader have been contacted because this guy must be interviewed more. And what he's saying, because the zoo are trying every means possible to block those who are even trying to. But here, as I mentioned, Women's League, It doesn't happen like that. As soon as something came up, it must be dealt with. You will see, even if it's the 5 women protesting. I can tell you what, there's a Nigeria guy called Omotoso. He's a pastor in one of the area here in South Africa, I think in the eastern part of the country.
Yes.
Women's League, they're very vocal just because they accuse him from he's a well-known pastor. He just accused him for similar thing, just to rape, harass, this and that. For the past, I think, 2 years or so now, anytime he come to the police, women are not agree. It's only women are protesting the Women's League. Anytime they will just wear their women, ANC women's regalia, when they, as long as it's, even if it's a one with the woman, the court is shivering because these women are more powerful. But our women, where is Ezekwesili? Where is Aisha Yusuf? Where is all the bring back our guests? Easterners, are we not among those who are human beings? They kill the men, they kill the young ones, they kill anybody. Now we're starting to that end that the women are begging you, somebody that came out from a woman's womb. It doesn't matter. Now the whole thing have come out because if it happens secretly, as Mazi Iyke said, worse than this are happening secretly that nobody knows. But this one that came out, someone should start speaking. But if you ask Ezekwesili now, if you're talking of economy, yesterday they interviewed Femi Kayode. I sent you the video, sir. It's in your inbox. Femi Kayode, why are you negotiating with the North for compensation while the damage was done in the North? Femi Kayode said no. You have to negotiate with the North because the North gather themselves. This is a Southern now. This is so-called Southern leader. Okay, if you have a hint that the North have gathered themselves and demanded that is the entire money, that is the taxpayers' money for the entire zoo. I think 4.something billion that the North are demanded for whatever accusation they're making. You can't verify that. Immediately, presidency contacted Yaya Bello, and the Yaya Bello contacted Femi Kayode, and they went and mediate. Now they ask him, why are you the only Southerners in that meeting negotiating, and without no single anybody from Ohanese, nobody from No. This is not something that discuss openly. If you go there, Yaya Bello stop to what? Which kind of rubbish talk is that? Now, Femi Kayode, what effort are you making to organize the North to demand for the same thing the South are demanding? I mean, the North are demanding. How can in a country where you call the one, instant, the Nai Mohammed, entire federal government said, including the attacking CNN, telling them that nobody died in Lekki. But the Fulanis went and claimed they lost 100 men. Then, when they asked federal government about the Lekki massacre, they say, where is the body? Where is where are the parents? Where are the relatives? But the Fulani are claiming they lost 100, and the federal government accepted it. And Femi Kayode went there to negotiate, sitting in a higher table in Aso Rock, proudly says from South negotiating. Why I'm bringing this now is that somebody went to Obigbo and went to Port Harcourt, say he's a fact finder, and with that till today have not found anything. But the tape are flying on over. These people got families one after the other. Now the people are demanding 4.something billion without no verification. Nobody can say this is Mohammed, this is the Farouk that was killed during the NSAS. But 4.something we give it to them, otherwise there'll be no food. And this is the problem. And the entire Eastern leaders are keeping quiet, hearing that their women have been raped by Nigerian army. And when you talk, you say that IPOB are finding trouble. What exactly happened? The same answer. Now, if you talk about compensation, how do you compensate a woman that was raped? How are you going to compensate that? How are you going to compensate those who have died? Those ones claiming they destroyed. What happened in Shasha? Everybody knows the story. But the fellow are claiming the victim. But the Yorubas that their land has been ravaged, and now that is that nobody are not doing anything. So our leaders should be the one who the response to what is going on. They went in a river singing Wike Hegeso. The same Wike all fingers are pointing. Good luck, Ebere Jonathan went and visited this Tura ambassador in Imo State yesterday. These are our problems, my Peters. These people are our problem. They don't know how to disassociate themselves. Here I am here, ANC. If they accuse you for anything, immediately the important people will start to withdraw from you. You will be isolated until that case settled. Number 4 to number 1, the same person brought army to kill your people, and the whole called state man are going to visit him. They are on their own league. We're in our own league. God bless IPOB.
Udo. All right, thank you so much. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. Now, bringing out the case of Farouk Adamu. Somebody said me something yesterday, and tomorrow I think I'm going to use it on my program tomorrow to really know how the hypocrites are. Abubakar, I mean, they call them Farouk Adamu. He's supposed to be a Fulani, right? I don't know what is in their brain. Anyway, tomorrow, that's for tomorrow. That's for another day, because the clip came in, I listened to it, and I want to air it, I want to discuss it with you guys, but that will be for tomorrow. All right, let me take a call coming in on WhatsApp. Call on WhatsApp. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, Mazi Iyke Peter. Good afternoon from here, Mazi Obigbo from Omaka.
Welcome to the
program. Mozambique, Kanji, Ndikweba. Yeah, Mazi. Before I go on, I thank you, Mazi Kelechi, and our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Buchonwa. Asim Chineke, New Ogologo na Hambasi Kenile ka ndino. Happy homes are here. On a many days, and on a Zan Niru. Ogologo na Hambasi Kenile and the 100 IPOB%. Asim Kaudo Chineke Chakobon. Any grace, Kunigajina Bashum Iyke. Here, the men are governor Hachko Kabamaise. Mazi, because I have ordinary something to say. Just here na topic today, Mazi, because help us for this matter, because here in Mozambique, here we are living. Our people, I don't know other country, but our people believe on the women. Sometimes if you preach them for Biafra, other people are listening, other people understand it. But here in Mozambique, those people that say that they are a Nigeria community in Mozambique, some people want to go to the IPOB and belong to IPOB and also belong to Nigeria community. But if you tell them something that you cannot take your two hands and put for your mouth at a time, I don't know the reason. If you people can make a program one day concerning this matter, I know that our leader have already addressed this matter. There's no time somebody can call himself a Nigeria. If you call yourself a Nigeria, you're an animal. But because of we are in Biafra, people are making this mistake, other people are making this mistake. Somebody in IPOB say that if you want to come to IPOB, come to IPOB. If you want to come to Nigeria community, go to Nigeria meeting. But if you address our people like this, they say that they don't want us to belong. How can somebody can go to Nigeria community and pray for Nigeria to be better? Come to Biafra meeting and come to Biafra meeting and pray for Biafra to be better. How can you pray for your enemy to be good, whereby your enemy cannot allow you to be good? Mazi Iyke Peter, please, one day make program for this matter. Address it, because some people, if we preach for these people, preach our people for this matter, they cannot hear it hot mouth of our leader or our people, our presenter, our presenters. Better they hear it for them, for their own mouth, because if you preach them there, we cannot belong to two places, we cannot have 2 months at a time. But our people say that they go to school, they are advanced, but I don't know the reason. If somebody that don't go to school have sense more than that people that go to school, if you want to serve 2 months at a time, I don't think it's possible. We Biafra want to go out from Nigeria. You want to establish Biafra meeting or government of Nigeria want to go to Nigeria community to go and have a meeting with Nigeria community and answer yourself in Nigeria. Here in Mozambique, we are telling the Mozambique we are not in Nigeria. They force us to take this passport, but our people want to tell us that we are Nigeria. It doesn't. And Calaban does. And they preach in that is something because our guy they preach in the Mozambique that we are not in Nigeria. People are coming outside tell that we are Nigeria. We force us to be in Nigeria. So-called Nigeria community meeting here in Mozambique. I don't know the reason, because I won't know the program for this matter. I don't know 1 week. Because there's no way it can belong to Nigeria community. Come and belong to the Biafra community meeting. It's not done. All right, man. I don't know the reason. Okay. Please. Well, please make a 1 day program for us for that. So address this matter so that thank you very much, Mazi Iyke.
All right. What I put to that before anything, because to be honest with you, I'm not going to do that program. Let me be straight with you. We're not begging anybody to come into Biafra. If you want to be in Nigeria, you want to die there, go and die there. We don't give a hoot. It's not important. Nobody's a child. And let them go there and form Nigerian Society of General or whatever they want. Our leader said 100 people. That's what we need to get Biafra. Those people that you are talking about, they're not relevant. You making them. You see, this is what I don't like. I don't want you to make a lizard look like it's a crocodile. Crocodile. They are not important. They can go to all the meetings they want. It's a matter of decision. I personally, I don't think I need anybody to tell me what society to belong to. If and they don't pally with what I'm doing, I isolate myself from there. I will get away from there real quick. I'm telling you, it's not hard for me. So if they're going to do the Nigerian Society of whatever they want, hey, my brother, don't want to talk about them. They're not important. If you go to IPOB meeting, main the meeting, stay do what you're doing. They will all come. The time will come. They are beginning. All of them are confused people right now as we speak. Why do you want to worry about them? Then the case becomes, oh no, even a villagers now mapone. Amapu, and them up the 40, and them up the 80. On the 40 now. So we are the crazy ones. It's over now. Those words are not used anymore. So the little meat grant that you have, stay where you are and do what you have to do. Forget about these people. Don't try to preach to anybody. Who will tell you that I'm marrying in Nigeria today? Or Biafra land? Which person? No matter how you fake ignorance, is knocking on your door. You have families back home. They are telling you what is going on. And you expect me to come and preach to you to join us? Come on, to hell with you. To hell. Go there and burn yourself. So let's not worry about these people because they are important. I'm not going to do it. What will I be doing? It's like I'm preaching to them to come to join us. No, I will not. I cannot. Maybe the other platforms can do it, but me, I will not do that because they will know when it is time for them to join us. They will join us. They will be here with us, and there's no doubt about it. Let me take one more call before I call it a day. Call on straight line. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
I am going to say, you must pick my call before, if not, I will come to your house. God bless you, sir. My name is Chijoke. I'm calling from Maryland. The response you gave to that man, in fact, you just spoke my mind. Yeah. You see, I know he was really talking, to he's a soul winner. Yes. By the way I saw the man, he's so good and he's a soul winner. Yes. He's still on the beckoning side. Yes. But what we have to understand is that not everybody, you see, the more you try to gather everybody, forcing everybody, let us join this thing, the more we cause problems for ourselves.
That's right.
You see, like this morning, there is something I really want to talk about. You see, the issue of Mazi Iyke and the most of these people who are jealous of him. You see, we are looking at it that, okay, this person in a POB. Let me tell you, there are some people you don't know that are jealous of him. It's not that they don't like what we are doing. He's just jealous.
Yeah.
Most people you say that they are not part of us. It's not that they don't want to be part of it. But the thing is that hearing everybody saying, Mazi Iyke, man, that guy is an incorruptible human being. Yeah. We don't have anybody like Mazi Iyke in Africa, even in Africa. Somebody who was sat down to offer the whole world and he rejected it for the love of his people. That is exactly what Jesus Christ did. Yep. For goodness sake. There is one of our brothers who is a reverend father. Let me just say it openly here. You see, whenever he captures a post, it's a post that, okay, is it true? You see, when his name is Father Oloma, we know him. Go to his Facebook post.
Yes.
That's the one he posted there. When somebody was saying that, what do you call it? Mazi Iyke shot the UK this thing. And is it true? What is your own there? Are you part of us? Are you against us?
Exactly.
Why would you anchor on people that wants, okay, look at that's the same game. Fani Kayode or whatever he called himself was playing with the Yoruba leaders. Look at Yoruba people. Look at where he has landed them today. You see, most times we look for the problems elsewhere. You don't know that many people, because of the coins, because of the relevance, because of praises they get from that contraption called Nigeria. In fact, you think that they are doing this person is doing you don't know that you are also helping the enemy to go further. None of these our reverend fathers and our pastors in the south, both southeast and southwest, can come out to say. But once you say now that any day UN draws attention to, someone can, let us talk. You see, all of them will come for their irrelevant prophecies. You see, it's not time to come to look for who to anybody. In fact, the fewer the better, that we can concentrate.
Absolutely.
We can concentrate. This man, Mazi Iyke, said this in 2015. If you know that you are in this struggle for you, what you will gain, for you, what you're this thing, you must give way for the serious people to move on. He didn't say it today. So if it happens to you, that doesn't mean that the heaven has fallen. You can say all what you can. In fact, let me tell you, Nigeria should be grateful with Mazi Iyke. There are some monsters. There are some monsters that will say, okay, now Biafra, anybody who knows what, in fact, let us do it in anyhow we want. We burn Nigeria down. We burn that place down. We don't even care. But this man has been following it in a way that everybody will understand, because he wants to free everybody in Nigeria. He wants to free everybody. All this thing. And my joy is that our Yoruba brothers, our Middle Belt brothers, majority of them are appreciating what Mazi Iyke is doing. But our Igbos, somebody said the other day that one of the problems we have in Biafra is the Igbo-speaking tribe, and I am fully in support of it. Yep. That is the problem. That is the thing. Can't we forget ego, forget jealousy, forget envy, forget every year we have been lamenting for how many years how Nigeria has been treating us. But this man has come. Can't we just listen to him? If you don't want to support him, no problem. Keep quiet. Keep quiet and move on. That's what I want to say this morning. Please, it's high time we have to know that the more we are concentrated, the better we move. We don't need crowd. Then when we achieve it, crowd, you can join. Yeah. Because most of them, member, that's what they want to wait for.
Yes. They will. Thank you so much. Honestly, that is the point. The point you have been made, and that's exactly the way I look at it. My brother below who called, it's somebody who is very, very, very Biafra at heart. He has a lot of things in him about our movement. But my brother, you cannot you can force, take a horse to the stream. You can't force it to drink. Most of us, I don't say all of us, most of us that are in this movement had to listen to our leader before we came in. And our purpose is just to get that freedom for our children. We're not coming here because nobody is very rich per se. But where everybody they will to and because you have gone, if the money that you couldn't make as a young person, there are certain age you cannot make that money. That doesn't mean you have to fold your hands and give up in life. No. The point I'm trying to make is that most people that are going to stay in what we are doing are people who came in, who listened to what our leader is saying and then came into it. Not people that campaigned and brought, come and talk to you, knife, no, you don't need it. You don't need that. When you come in and you stay here, you're going to be here. But those people you preach to, they will not stay. How come you not complain in Nigeria? Church here and there. Who are going to this church? The same people. Ojen Kata say I'm now in a drop man. The other pastor on I want to throw. You go there. Before you never check because you have not made up, you have not discerned, you have not really listened. Most people that talk about Nnamdi Kanu, believe me sincerely, I wouldn't say that criticize him. 90% of them have not even listened to him. 90%. Let me not exaggerating it. Honestly, 90% of those criticizing him have never sat down to listen to him. Because nobody listens to Nnamdi Kanu and be the same. To be honest with you, it drives there's a friend, a very, very close friend of mine. It's somebody I talk to every day. This is somebody who, before you put him like Nnamdi Kanu, he's like you have given him poison. All of a sudden, I don't know what happened to him. This man is the one now giving me, trying to, I don't want to discourage him because he will go to Facebook and YouTube and make sure that he brings all the old things that we all know about and passing them to me. My page is full. In fact, he has to even call me to say, nah, he doesn't listen to what I sent to you. Oh boy, this is Nnamdi Kanu now. Wow. Say, yeah. Now, you know, I don't discourage him. And people like that, you know, it happens in life. The native doctors who don't go to church, yeah, because they found out something for themselves. So we are not going to go out there and start bothering anybody who wants to form a society of Nigerian Union, Nigerian. Please go ahead, do it. So go there, kill yourself there, so that by the time you make a U-turn and come back to what we are doing in Biafra, you'll be very welcome. You'll be there. But if you have not tried the other ones, how can you know the good one? You have to try so many things now to know which one is best for you. So if you still think that Nigeria is such a comfortable place for you to stay, go ahead and join them and do what you have to do. But for us, Biafra is our thing and we're going to remain there. Let me take this last caller on WhatsApp. Very brief, 2 minutes, and let us go. Tell us your name and where.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you. Hi, Peter. Having me. I know you just say you want to take this guy. Thank you for having me. And God bless you, my brother. Maz, I just want to talk a little bit about this guy that's called right now, this last caller. My brother, he make a point. He make vitable point there. I thank him so much for what he contributed this afternoon. He make a good point. You see, we are not forcing anybody to be a member of IPOB. There's a brother that called, I think from Obigbo province, I think from Malaysia or so. He mentioned something of that nature, that some people is hiding to call Radio Biafra why they are not a member, that you should be, No, my brother, it's not so. Radio Biafra is worldwide. Anybody can call Radio Biafra, make their point. But it's also to their own interest to be a member. Why? Because it's what they are going to gain. Because what they are going to gain is the information that are coming out of the meeting. If they are not a member, some of things they will not know. But if they are member, they will know how things is running in IPOB. It's all their own disadvantage if they are not a member. But it's their own advantage if they are a member. That's for them interest, not for you interest. So please, anybody can call Radio Biafra and contribute. You never know what they are going to say. We are here to learn. Radio Biafra is a university where everybody puts ear to know what is going on. And without Radio Biafra, many things that we know today, we will not know it. What is happening in the zoo today, we will not know it. And waking up people today, people have been waking up. Millions have been waking up through Radio Biafra, through your contribution, through my contribution, and other people's contribution. So if you say, no, if he's not a member of IPOB, can't call Radio Biafra, well, I'm not saying I'm defending them, but I'm talking my own opinion. Anybody can call Radio Biafra and make their own opinion. From there, we may learn. Because of this brother that called this last caller. Okay. You see, the position, what he makes this afternoon, make a point. He make a serious point here. Mazi, please, before I drop, let me say something that traded today. You see, Wole Soyinka said something. And that's what our leader said. I don't know if he can permit me or he said, may I call tomorrow? I don't know.
Round it up, please.
Okay.
If it's too long.
Okay, I will round it up right now. Thank you, sir. Yeah, thank you, sir. I will round it up. You see, Wale Soyinka said something, and that's what our leader said. What he said is this. He said, what I said earlier is simple. He said, let Biafra go, and you have your peace. Or they will expose all the hidden agenda. Nothing is hiding under the satellite. IPOB are citizens of truth. If you dislike them, it's because you hate the truth. You see, this is what our leader said. Our leader told them, Wale Soyinka and Obasanjo, come up and say the truth. Come up and leave this burden that are hitting you. Come up and tell the world, where is Buhari? This is what we want to know. Tell us where Buhari is. And that is all. My brother, thank you for having me, and thank you for this opportunity given to me. God bless you, sir. Thank you, sir.
There we go. All right, thank you very much. Up with that, I've turned down all the phone lines, and I don't think I need to take any more call at this time. Our radio Biafra USA 1 is getting to get on air. About people not members who are not members of IPB calling the radio, nobody said they shouldn't call. My brother that called from Malaysia was saying that there are people that call me from Malaysia who are not attending the meetings there, and they take the glory of making calls. That I don't welcome that, because there's no reason. If you are in Malaysia, and Malaysia is very strong in IPOB, and you take the time to stand on the line to try to get into Radio Biafra, which is not very easy. It's easier to join IPOB than to get into Radio Biafra, to be perfectly honest with you. I am not saying that others should not call, but my brother, what was trying to say is, these people, I should ask them the reason why they have not joined what we are doing, because they call the radio most of the time more than the rest of the people who are members. All right, this is Radio Biafra. With this, we're going to come to the end of today's program, but tomorrow is another day. God's grace will be here tomorrow to continue where we stopped. Our leader's last broadcast, if I find it, maybe tomorrow I'll air it up a little bit and take it from there. From there, we'll continue with what we are doing. Do not forget, I have to remind you that Biafra is our religion, and Radio Biafra is where we worship.
Biafra is coming very soon. Oh, Biafra, the land of rising sun. Biafra, Biafra, Biafra is the hope of all Africa. IPOB, one family. IPOB, one family. One family. IPOB. The day Biafra will come, there be no place for evil men. The day Biafra will come, all evil men will run away. I thank you, Heavenly Father, for the life of our leader who fight for injustice in the whole Africa. In the person of Mazi Iyke, Mohammadike worldwide, I am praying for you. God will surely reward you. What our politician cannot do, what our saboteur cannot do, what our governors cannot do, He has done it for us. By Biafra Eastern Security Network in the whole of Biafra land, we are happy, we rejoice now. There is protection in our land. Oh, hey Biafra, the land of the rising sun. Oh, Biafra is our motherland. The day Biafra will come, there be no place for evil men. The day Biafra will come, all evil men will run away. The day Biafra will come, there be no place for evil men. The day Biafra. Roll a piece of fire.
There is a nation in the east, the people of the rising sun, so blessed and danced. People People rich with culture, people rich with history, people so industrious, Umuchuku Kanibu, we are hated for who we are, for where we come from. I pray I will understand. We are fighting for our freedom. We are fighting for everyone. We are fighting our just cause. We are fighting for more land. There is a country in the east. The people up there rising sun, so blessed and danced. People rich with culture, people rich with history, people so industrious, Umuchuku Kanibu, we are hated for who we are, for where we come from. I pray that you'll understand. We are fighting our freedom. We are fighting for everyone. We are fighting our just cause. We are fighting for that land. We are hated for who we are, for where we come from. I pray that will understand. We are fighting for our freedom. We are fighting, so I know someday we will find one day freedom is on the last for that land.
Rise, Africans! Biafra has risen! The land of rising sun! Forward forever for a better change!
I sing a song about the Biafra land. The war we are fighting is getting to an end. If we fail our chances, we can't escape our sufferings. IPOB members must fight this war to an end. Go and tell all Biafrans in our land. Tell brothers and sisters if they see us or not. If we fail our chances, we can't escape our sufferings. IPOB members must fight this war to an end.